Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Happy Friday to everyone. It's another great day here in Texas. It's another great day here in Houston. Nice clear skies. We're going to be nice and warm today so I can get my walking done. So for first time listeners, this is Gregory Wiles with his inspirational morning walk. Every morning I just do get up, do some exercises and just share my thoughts with you guys. So good morning. So how is everyone doing today? Hope it's great wherever you are. Trying to walk in the shade today because the sun is out. Anyhow, hope everyone is doing great and I'm going to jump right into it. Jump right into it today. It's Lisa Morris. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope everything is well with you. So, okay. All right. Today, I want to talk about if we want to bring about changes around us, we need to start with the man in the mirror. Let's start with the man in the mirror. Remember, Michael Jackson had a very good song. Cindy Anderson, good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? Let's start with the man in the mirror. Remember the Michael Jackson song? If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Miss Marcy Wiles, how are you doing? How are you doing? So if you want to bring about changes around you, let's start with the man in the mirror, right? Let's start with the man in the mirror. What we mean by that? All right. So let's get into a quick little story here. I was listening to Zig Ziglar. He's a very good, most motivational speaker. He's passed on now, but very good in his times. Ms. Tessa Hunt, thank you for checking in. Mavis, thank you for checking in. So today we're talking about making changes around you. Let's start with the man in the mirror. All right, here's a quick little story from Mr. Zig Ziglar, who had told this story. He said a woman came to him for help. Audrey, thank you for checking in. A woman came to him for help, right? So she came to him for help and she was complaining how her job, everything on the job was so bad and the people there, and she went on and on and on and on. And he said, you know what? Your problem about to get worse because they're about to fire you. And she said, what? They can't fire me. Why would they fire me? She said, because there's no company out there that is big enough for all that poison that you have in you. She said, well, what should I do? Mr. Dale Marshall, thank you for checking in. So what should I do? He said, I can tell you what you do. Get a piece of paper as you get home tonight. In the quiet moments, put all the kids to bed. You get a piece of paper and you write down all the things you love about that job. And he stared at her. She said, that's easy because I don't love nothing about that job. He said, okay, first of all, you get paid the job? She said, well, yes. He said, well, you don't like being paid? Oh, yes, I like being paid. He said, well, you have vacation time? She said, yes. He said, you don't like vacation time? She said, yes, I like vacation time. He said, you got a retirement plan? She said, yes, I do. He said, you don't like a retirement plan? He said, yes, I do. So you don't have a medical plan there? She said, yes, I do. Anyhow, long story short, she wrote that list. He said, let's start right now. And they wrote that list and she found 22 things on that job that she liked. 22 things on the job that she liked. And she started off saying she liked nothing about that job, right? So he told her, so go in front of the mirror every morning for the next 2 months and say with that piece of paper and say, I love my job. I love my job. Anyhow, she promised she'll do it. So he said, time go on. 6 months passed. He saw her at the next conference and she was in the front seat all happy and taking notes. And he said, hey, how things are going? She said, man, things are going so great. You wouldn't believe how those people at the job change. Right? You wouldn't believe how the people at the job changed. Of course, she was being sarcastic, right? When she realized she was her own worst enemy, right? When she realized she was her own problem, right? So that's why we want to say it to you folks today. Lots of times, it's not our skills and our ability, because all of us are blessed with a lot of skills and ability. It's not the people around us sometimes. Sometimes it's our own self and our own thinking. How we look at the situation might keep us back and put us in a down mood. You might have some type of sickness right now. You might be stuck in some type of job, some relationship. I don't know, whatever situation you're in. But take a look at the situation. Look at all the good things in that situation and don't focus on the bad. And if the good outweigh the bad, do that same exercise. Write it down. You got to put it on paper, because if you don't put it on paper, you're not forced to think and you'll miss it. So you write it down and see if the good outweigh the bad in the situation that you're in or whatever's going on in your life right now. And if you want to make the change, you start with the man in the mirror. Start by making the changes you need to make. Let me give a quick scripture to back this up. In Ephesians 4:22 through 24, it says, this is when Paul wrote into the Ephesians. He said, you were taught with regard to your former way of life. You were taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self, which is being corrupt by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of your minds, and to put on your new self, created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. So we're saying, you can't think the old thinking, because they just found Jesus, and he said, you can't think like the old way. You can't think like the Gentiles no more. You got to put on your new self, your new thinking, and then you're going to experience goodness in your life through God, right? So that's the same principle I want people to use. Let's get rid of the old thinking. Put on your new self. Put on your new thinking, because all it is, a lot of us, for our breakthroughs, is our outlook in life, is the way we think about certain situations, right? I see people born without arms and legs, and it's very successful. People born with one leg, people born with all manner of stuff, or get accidents along the way. But it's how they look at their situation that's matter. It's not the situation that you're in, it's how you look at it, how you view it can make all the difference. So right now, guys, I'm asking people, just look at the situation you're in. Think we got to put on the new self, as Paul was telling the Ephesians. Put on the new self. And a lot of the changes we just need to make is right within our minds, right? Right within our minds. Remember Michael Jackson's song? Start with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. If we want to make this world a better place, let's take a look at ourselves and make that change, right? You can go back and listen to Michael Jackson's song today. Listen to the words closely. He was trying to teach us this a long time ago through his song, right? So let's start with the man in the mirror. Look at your situation. Write down all the good in the situation that you're in and see if the good outweigh the bad, and make that change. Put on your new self, guys. So thanks everyone for checking in. Thank you guys very much. Think about that over the weekend, and we will meet again on Monday. Have a great weekend, and start with the man in the mirror. Thank you guys for watching.